Hi all, welcome to my channel, and in this video I am sharing our 2025-2026 curriculum picks for my second grader, so stay tuned. Okay, so if you are new, welcome to my channel, Pursuing Peace. My name is Dina and I am a homeschooling mama of 5 kiddos, 11 and under. And on this channel, I share my passions for Christ, for homeschooling, and for encouraging mamas in their faith and in this amazing season of motherhood. So if you'd like to join me on this journey, click the subscribe button down below. And don't forget to click the little bell icon so you get notified whenever new videos pop up. You can also follow us over on Instagram at Dina_Pursuing Peace. All right, well, I am excited about this video. I think I say that for all of my videos, but I just love sharing stuff with you guys, and hopefully all of this stuff kind of helps you out as you're picking curriculum for your kids for this school year or for next school year or whatever season of life that God has you in right now. Well, today is going to be for second grade. Now, this is part of my curriculum picks series videos, and so I will leave that playlist link down below so you can go check it out. I'm going to have family subjects in there, mostly surrounding classical conversations, but there are things in there that you can use that even if you're not part of CC or using the CC curriculum, you can still use that, the curriculum that I'm using, a few different things that I'm using for our morning basket, our symposium time, you know, it's pretty much our family subjects. And then I did a kindergarten video, it's my second grade, and then I also have a 4th, 5th, and 6th grader coming up, so stay tuned for those videos also. So without any further ado, I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what I've got.
All right, you guys, so the first thing that we are going to talk about is handwriting. And I'm sorry for the glare, you guys. I have to have the lights on because it's raining outside. It is monsoon season where we're at, and it is pouring outside, which is amazing, and I love it, so I'm not going to complain. But that does mean I have to have the lights on. But it's okay, it'll just be the glare, and then once I open this, it'll be fine. But this is New American Penmanship Workbook 1. I do have my second grader and my kindergartner working in the same book because this is where they start to learn the formation of the letters. Now, I did flip through this a little bit in my kindergarten book, or in my kindergarten video. If you want to go check out that one, I kind of flipped through this first part a little bit more. But in my second grader is left-handed, so I do appreciate that it has that in there. It starts off with a dot, and then there is another section in here for like the line and the curve. Here we go, curve line, and then it goes in to the letters. So it starts off saying the letter, feeling the letter, and writing the letter. So they feel the letter, and then they trace it down here. Oh, I thought she didn't do it, but she did do it. She did it very slowly and very well. And then you go through. Now, this child, she will take shortcuts wherever she can find them. So if I'm not paying attention, she'll just do this where she just traces. She's supposed to write it in here twice. But anyway, we started this at the beginning of the summer, and so she has gone through this a good bit. So yes, and it's going well. Again, this one, and I said this in my kindergartners video too, they struggle with this a little bit. It's harder. It's definitely harder for them to do cursive than to do print. I don't know why it's harder. I'm just kind of flipping through this for you guys. Sometimes they're okay, but it is harder. Someone asked me in the comments why I'm teaching cursive to a child that's so young, and I think it is very much part of the classical model. We aren't like strictly classical. I'm probably more classical with a eclectic bent. You know, but there is something about having them write in cursive that helps them form the letters more easily, or not easily, but you know, better, and can also help in print also. So I don't know. I keep going back and forth because they struggle a lot with this, guys. So tell me in the comments below if you're starting your little one in cursive and if this is, I don't know, because they really do struggle with this. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this or if I'm going to just do what I did with my older kids and use the good and the beautiful up until they're learning cursive, you know. So I don't know, but I'm going to leave a video down below kind of explaining, you know, the goodness behind cursive and starting them really young. And yeah, but I don't know. This is where we were today. Let me see. She struggled with this today. Where are we at? See, she skipped this page. Yeah, see, she's skipping these because sometimes I'm not paying attention. But she struggled with her F's today, so this is going too far. And I had to rewrite them because she was writing them, and then the more she got, you know, towards this side, the sloppier it got, and it didn't look like an F anymore. So I would make another F for her, and then she'd write it twice, and then I'd make another F for her because I noticed she's copying the last one, you know, and so, and then she did really well. She did really well with those. So, I don't know, but you can see here, some of it is a little bit, she just likes to do things quickly, this child does. And so sometimes she just doesn't care, you know? Yeah, so I don't know. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do, if we're going to keep going with this book or if I'm going to do The Good and the Beautiful. But I did want to show you guys, because this is our handwriting book, but I do still have the level 1 handwriting from The Good and the Beautiful, and we have done that one too. So to see, this is where we're at, and this is where she's at. Well, actually, this is a page. Oh my goodness, did she skip this page? Oh goodness. I really need to pay attention to this girl. I wrote her name with a highlighter and she traced it. And then she wrote it out in print. And then she was doing this. And I guess she just skipped this page. I don't know if on purpose or by accident. And then she did this page. I do remember doing this. I did the same thing for her name up here. I probably should rewrite her name in highlighter for print too. She does get mixed up. I'm not sure. She gets mixed up more than my other children do. So I'm not sure if there's some sort of thing going on there, like more like a semi-dyslexia type of thing, because she struggles a lot more. It might just be also that she's left-handed, so the letters are they don't form differently, but you know, she has to kind of look at them differently. I don't know. I'm not sure. If any of you have any advice, please leave them in the comments below, because with this one, she's so smart. I gotta tell you guys, she is like, oh my gosh, she is so smart. And so, but she struggles with school. And so if you have any advice, let me know. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so we are going to be using probably this, and I don't know, guys, now that I'm looking at this, I'm kind of leaning more towards just sticking with this and then doing this a little bit later, or maybe just waiting until she gets to level 3 in The Good and the Beautiful and starts learning cursive. I don't know. I go back and forth. This is kind of the dilemma that we have as parents / teachers, isn't it? Just never quite sure what's gonna work. But look at these, are just so beautiful. And like, she didn't used to like the activities that they had. See, sometimes she just does it real quick, like, I don't care, I don't want to do it. But sometimes she actually likes it, like that teepee one that I showed you earlier. Like, she really, at first she colored it and I'm like, wow, that's really good. It says to also copy it and then color it. And she was like, I don't know. And then she did it and she's like, wow, look at that. That's so good. So yeah, she struggles with her patience. Like, I tell her, just slow down. This isn't a race. You don't have to beat anybody in handwriting. So yeah, so we're using this and this for handwriting. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm still kind of going back and forth on what we're going to do with that one. The next thing I want to show you guys is this course book, level 1, for language arts. Now, she is a second grader, but we are still in our level K. Like I said, she was one of my struggling readers. She still struggles a little bit with reading, but it's okay because The Good and the Beautiful is a little bit advanced, and so I'm not too concerned about it. So as soon as she finishes level K, we're just going to move on to level 1. And this works very similarly. Here are these books. We also have these books. We have all of them. But it's this one right here, my second nature reader, that goes along with this level. So if you're wanting to get another book, go ahead and get that one. We do have it, and she loves it. She actually does really love all of those readers because they're just tiny, short stories that she actually can read. So yeah. So I also wanted to mention I have a whole video going through this and how this works with the Reading Booster Cards B and the Reading Booster B books. I will show this to you in just a bit. But I go really in depth on how this all works and how these matter. And they go along with this and how you need to follow those or your child is going to get frustrated. But look, just the artwork and all of these fun games. She does really enjoy the level K. I enjoy the level K. I remember enjoying level 1. And see, I like that they've added these little reminders in here. Reminder, okay, you need to be paying attention to these targets. They go along with these books, and you can't move on unless you're at that target or at that page within the book. It has art in here. As you can see, it's got kind of an intro to art type of stuff. And yeah, guys, I just really love The Good and the Beautiful language arts. I really do. And I really do think it teaches so well. All of my kids have learned to read with me only using The Good and the Beautiful language arts. All of them. And I had struggling readers before. And like I said, I have a struggling reader now. But I see progress. She's doing really well. Here are some of the Letter Tiles apps. They use this for spelling. And so this is a separate app. And this is a separate app. It's not geography book. It's called the homeschooling app. And that will have these geography books in there. It'll have audio. It'll have games, booster games that go along with this that they can play. It'll have just a whole bunch of things in the homeschooling app. So go get that homeschooling app. It's absolutely free. And so is the Letter Tiles app. It is free. So go check that out. I love that. I love that they have those extra things because sometimes I just need her to be playing something or be doing something while I'm working with another child, and I just give her the little booster game app on my phone, and she goes off and she's still learning to read, but it's in a fun way. So I really do like that. Yeah, it's got history, geography, art, spelling. Now here it does have some spelling. I can't remember if it's this level that we start to kind of veer away from their spelling. I don't think so. I think we still do level 1 spelling because it's more of a let's spell out the words based on how they sound type of thing, not just like memorizing words. So I like that. Once they start to have, a list of words that they just have to memorize, and they get spelling rules and all of that too in here. So that's still good. But once they start to do that, where the words get bigger, then I switch them over to phonetic zoo. That's usually 3rd grade-ish. And so like I said, my girl's going into 2nd grade. And then also, she's just a tad bit still in 1st grade type of stuff. So probably won't be switching her for another year or maybe even 2 years to phonetic zoo. So yeah, so this is level 1. And like I said, I'm going to link the video down below so you can go check out how I flip through this whole thing. And then here are the booster cards. These are super important. This is where it's going to teach them the phonics. So you need these booster cards. Here are some sight words, which are really good. I like them. And I really like these pyramids. All of my kids have loved these, where it starts hour, and then it goes again, hour, very, our very pretty friend, our very pretty friend has a blue hat. So I love that because it builds confidence as they're reading, you know? I just love it. And then usually down here under the pyramids, it will have which book to read. In these booster books here, so this is the first one, 8 Pretty Sheep. And it's just so, trying to get an angle where the glare is not gonna show up, but they're just so pretty, guys. Look, pretty sheep. So nice. And they're short, they're concise. We will usually take maybe about a week to get through one of these books and master really well, like say 2 or 3 of these cards will take us probably about a week of going through them. But by the end, at the beginning of the week, she's like so frustrated. But by the end of the week, she's speeding through these. And so like, it's just so good. It works really well. And then after, I don't know, about 5 cards or so, every 5 cards or every 10 cards, they have this review. Yeah, probably more like 10 cards. They have this review where you go back and you review all of these different cards. So card 21, card 24, and you go review them. And when they're done with their review, they can do this maze. And then it has these stickers in the back. Let's see if I can, yeah, it's got these stickers in the back. So whenever they master a card, they can put their sticker right here. And I've never had them, but I guess you can even have them like color the pictures that are on here. Every page has a picture. So if your child loves to color, have them color. We just never did it because we always just wanted to move on. But if you have time and your child wants to do it, have them color and decorate their pages. So yeah, this is what we're using for language arts. Okay, and for math, we are using Math with Confidence first grade. We are about, I don't know, a quarter of the way through this one. I switched her over last year, halfway through the year, to Math with Confidence. I'm not sure if I'm loving that decision. She likes it. She likes it. But I think she's actually smarter than where this level is at. So I'm like, I don't know. But she's enjoying it because it does have, here, I should start from the beginning, I guess. That's kind of where we're at. But Math with Confidence, this is the teacher's guide, and then I'll show you in a bit. This is the student workbook. So this is the teacher's guide. Now you will need manipulatives for Math with Confidence, any level that you get. You're gonna need some sort of manipulatives, so just keep that in mind. They don't come in a pack like the Good and the Beautiful. You'll probably just get them on Amazon. But a lot of the manipulatives you probably have on hand already if you do any sort of math at home already. So it should be fine. And they're not very expensive. And yeah, we have a little math box that we use that has all of our math manipulatives. So whenever I'm ready to do math with her or any of my other kids, we just bring out the math box and everything is in there already. So it's really good and really easy. So the way that Math with Confidence is broken up, it kind of goes over and tells you what materials you're going to need, what's the purpose of everything. I hardly ever read those. I probably should, but warm up. So like each day we'll begin with a warm up. And so let me show you. So like for instance, warm up time could be like having your child count out 19 counters. Play Simon Says and follow the direct Simon Says. Jump up and down on your right foot, on your left foot, stand on one foot. So it's just different types of warm-ups. Let's see, later on, here's like memory work will be added. How many cents equal $1? And I do like that. I do like the memory work because it's repetitious and it'll stay with that memory work for a while and then it'll go to something else, but then I'll have you review that memory work all the time. So I really do like the way that that's set up. And then it goes into the lesson. So the activity is here. For the actual lesson for level 1 or for first grade, you don't need the book, the workbook. It's all kind of done with manipulatives. So for instance, this is done with pattern blocks. So the whole lesson was about patterns and we just used the pattern blocks. And And then for every like 5 lessons, they have an enrichment and review. Now this is completely optional. You don't have to do it. You could just skip it and keep going. Or you can do what we do, which I will sometimes do the warm up, not always, because it's just review and I'll be doing that different times. But there's always a picture book. So we always go and read the picture book. And I don't have all of the picture books that are listed in here. Every 5 lessons has one. But I do look them up on YouTube as a read aloud, and we'll sit there and we'll watch it together. So that's really nice. It's always a nice little break. I love those days because they're usually faster days and it's just a nice little break. And then after each unit, so like this was unit 1, it'll have the answer key kind of embedded in there. And then it says week 2. I don't know, man. I guess this one's broken out into 2. I don't know. I still have like issues with the way this is organized. but it's okay. I'm getting used to it and I'm learning it, and it's just different. It's not bad. It's just different. So see lesson 2.1, lesson 2.2, lesson 2.3, and they're all organized in the same way. Let's see. A lot of the times they will have games for you to play. Let me see if I can find one in here. I don't know why I'm not seeing one, but it's usually like almost every lesson has a game. I don't know why I don't see one in here. I must be missing it. I must be missing it because we play games very often with this curriculum. It's usually maybe in here in the warm-up, or the last one will be like, play this game from a previous lesson, and so we'll play that one. Or it'll be in the back. Y'all probably saw one and I didn't see it. Right, it'll be in the back. Usually it's like a big section right here where it has all the game instructions and everything. But for some reason, when you're trying to look for something, you can never find it. For some reason, I can't find one right now. Here, there we go. There we go, race to 0. So usually there will be something like this. Not in every lesson. Games aren't in every lesson. But look, see, here's another game here. Maybe they're just not at the very, very beginning. I don't know, but they are though. We started playing games almost right away. See, here it'll say play subtract from 10 memory. So it'll just kind of be embedded in there, And it goes and it keeps going all the way. It's a big book. But I have found a spot where I keep all of my teacher guides now, and so I think I'm pretty organized for this year, thank God. Because last year was a big old mess. Whenever we first switched over to Math with Confidence for any of my kids, I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know how to do this at all. But now I think we pretty much got it. I got it. For my younger kid though, if I had to do this over again, I probably would have stuck with just switching her over to Math 1 from The Good and the Beautiful, because I think she was okay with it. I switched over because I don't know, because I'm silly, because that's just how I am. But I switched her over, and now that I think about it, I'm like, man, I should have just kept her going and then switched her over maybe in a higher level. I don't like this level or level 2 as much as I like level 3 in Math with Confidence. And I'm probably going to like level 4 in Math with Confidence for my older kids. So I don't know. So with my kindergartner, I will probably keep her in The Good and the Beautiful until maybe like level 2 or level 3 of Math with Confidence, because I don't know. I like the way that the level 3 teaches, but there's something different about it than with level 2. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. But this is their workbook. And so for this grade, they just this is their practice from the lesson. And this is their review. Oh, my baby. So this is their lesson practice. This is their review. Once they get into level 3, then there'll be 3 pages. But for now, it's just this. And so you can see the page. The lesson number is down here. So lesson 1.3A. That's just the page number A. And then 1.3B. So then she does the back. So like for instance, earlier today we did this lesson here where she was subtracting tens, or you know what I mean, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. And then she did review on this one. Look at her. See, she likes to take, but she recognized the pattern, which is good. That's the pattern I want her to recognize. So, but she's so fast. She just wants to get it all done. This is my child that's just like, I don't enjoy the journey. I just want to get there. So yeah, guys, if you have any advice for me, for a child that's like that, like I said, she is so smart. She is so amazing and creative and dramatic. She's hilarious. I just absolutely love her. But school, we have a hard time. So if you have any advice, leave me a comment below. But that's what we're using for my second grader.
All right, you guys, so those are my picks for my second grader. I hope that this was encouraging to you, and I hope this kind of helped you a little bit as you're trying to pick curriculum for your child this school year. All right, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and let's be friends. Follow me over on Instagram at Dina_pursuing peace. All right, you guys, well, I will see you next time in another video. Bye-bye.